Hi there, everyone. It's Joel Broughton here. So I'm going to give you some specific strategies tonight to create the success that you're looking for, to maybe kind of get that change in motion a little bit. You know, there's a lot of external influences sometimes in our lives that we can't change, that we can't have any effect on. But with our business, believe it or not, probably 100%, maybe not 100%, maybe 98% of our business we can have an effect on. Things that are going on with the company and the product lines and the expansion and the compensation plan, things like that, we can't necessarily change. Normally it's not within our purview to change those types of things. But the actual growth of our business, the culture of our business, the new sponsoring of our business, the excitement, the momentum, all of that which creates income in our business, we can change. We can't have an effect on. So there's no need in a way for hope, because I look at the hope as something that is I guess an internal reaction to something I can't affect or I can't change. So maybe that we need hope for our future with the government and with our nations and with the world and looking for a greater future in general. But with our business, we shouldn't really need the emotion of hope. We should actually want things like desire. We should want to have things like, action. Really, we want to move ourselves into action. So change is a little better theme that I'm going to kind of use tonight, or borrow, I guess. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of changes happening in the United States. I know there's been a lot of turmoil in, economics and some of the jobs and education and all kinds of things. But what we want to do is we want to focus on things within our control, okay? And with a home-based business, the way that I look at it is if I set up a home-based business that's very profitable, with the economic changing times, I can't get laid off. I don't personally have a job anymore, so, nobody can tell me that I can't come to work or that I can't generate income, or, that I'm not going to get paid next week, or that the company's closed down. I mean, I'm really, truly in control of my future, and I want to be able to provide that for all of you tonight, to be able to help you change, the way that you're building your business. From whatever it is today. Some of you may be very happy with the growth. Some of you may be disappointed. Some of you might be even a little bit upset. But what we want to do is we want to take that and we want to shift it into a way that you're excited, you're building momentum, you're building excitement in your teams. You are building a team, okay? Some of us just want a team. They don't just even want excitement in the team. They want to have a team in the first place. But really what we want to do is shift everything forward in the right direction. So I'm going to give you some action steps to do tonight. So I want you to grab a pen and a paper as we're going through these and write them down. Spend some time. One of the things that I learned very early on is that no matter how many motivational speeches, how many talks, how many trainings, how many action-type trainings, how many do this, do that, no matter what I give you, if you don't actually act on any of it, you're not going to have any kind of results, all right? Over the last probably 5, 6, 7 years that I've been doing training calls and, that we've been, doing live training and audio training and, live seminars over the phone and things like that, what I've seen is the success has come from people that take action. Not only taking action after the call is over or after the information has been given, but maybe taking some action during the actual call, during the live call. So, on the call tonight, whether you're listening to this live or recording, I want you to take some action while I'm talking. So right now I'm going to just give you a minute to grab a pen, okay? Grab a piece of paper, and I want you to actually take action during this. Now, it doesn't mean that you need to take copious amounts of notes. It doesn't mean that you have to write a book on what I'm talking about tonight. It doesn't even mean that you barely have to write anything. What it does mean, though, is it's getting your brain to function in a different way that's actually going to take some action on the activities and on the things that I'm talking about tonight. So whether you just jot down a few notes, whether you jot down some ideas that come to your mind, what we're going to do is we're going to just write we're going to do the activity of actually writing down some of this stuff. And sometimes I'll point out specific things that maybe I think that you should write down just so that you can reflect upon during the call or after the call is over, because sometimes some people don't go back to re-listen to these calls again. I mean, to be able to get the true value from a training call, you should probably listen to it 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 to 6 to 7 to 8 to 9 to 10 times. You know, I remember when I was first starting out in the home-based business industry, I used to listen to trainings over and over and over again, and actually got to a point where I could almost just basically say and repeat the training call by memory as they were doing different parts of the training. I mean, I knew what was coming next, and it was getting so, you know, almost boring to a state because it was so repetitive. But what it was doing was it was ingraining that information into my mind. It was just burning that so strongly into my mind, and it created a certain level of belief that what they were teaching me was real. What they were telling me really worked. Okay, so I really want you to do that. And, you know, for some of you, you know, it's going to be a little bit harder than others. Some of you have been doing this for a while, and you already believe that, you know, the home-based business industry can work for me. You know that already. You've heard it over and over and over again. So we're going to do some things tonight to kind of move your business forward in the right direction. I'm going to set you on the path to being able to predict your future success with your business to, I can't say 100%, because I mean I can't guarantee your success 100%, but to a very, very close, maybe 80 to 90% reasonably to what's going to happen in your business. So if you can predict what's going to happen in your business, you're going to have a much better chance of success. All right? Here's the key. Here's what we're going to talk about specifically. This is truly how you're going to effectively predict your income and grow your network marketing business with Elite in a predictable way. Okay? Now, what do I mean by predictable? Well, wouldn't it be nice if you could say to yourself today, okay, so in the next 4 days, either today, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, I'm going to enroll one new member into my network marketing business. Wouldn't it be nice to be able to say that? Or wouldn't it be nice to be able to say, I'm going to personally sponsor 3 new members into my network marketing business? Now, you can't always predict what's going to happen in your downline. Okay, but, you know, reasonably you can, you know, if you have a group that's growing and that's kind of building, you can usually expect some results over the course of a week or the course of a month. But we can accurately predict your own results when we start tracking statistics, okay, with your websites and with your conversions and with your actions and activities that you're doing. Okay, I can accurately, to not 100%, but maybe 90, 95% predict the results of what's going to happen with your business. Okay, this week, next week, the next week, the next week, the next month, the following 6 months, I can predict it, and I can guarantee that you'll get very, very close to what our predictions are. Here's how we're going to do it. Okay, now I'm going to break this down very easily for you and very simply, and I think it's important that you understand that this business is not about just throwing a lot of crap at the wall and seeing what sticks. Okay, we don't want to do that. What we want to do is we want to be laser focused in our advertising, and we want to specifically be able to advertise to create a result, okay, which is a lead or an opt-in, and then basically from that we want to get a sale. Then from that we want to enroll somebody into our network marketing business, sponsor them, and then from that obviously we take them through the same process and train them how to do what we just did. Okay, and the less human interaction that we have throughout the process, the better it's going to be for you. Okay, now let me repeat that. And I talked about this in one of the other trainings. The less human interaction that is involved throughout the process, the better for you. Okay, the more predictable your system is going to be. Because again, remember, you can either just kind of go lollipopping around and say, hey, you know, you don't want to join my business, and you hand out some business cards over here, and you do this, and you talk to some people that come to your door, and, you know, you give a business card to the waiter at the restaurant, and you talk to the guy on the plane, and, you know, you could do all those things. but it's not very predictable what your results are going to be because it's all based on how willing you are that day to speak and interact and socialize and sell to other people. Whereas the system is going to allow you to specifically do certain activities, which, it doesn't really necessarily matter what kind of mood you're in, but it will actually present the opportunity to somebody. It'll present the solution to their problems, okay, without you having to do that work, okay, without you having to get involved. So basically what we want to do is we want to track all of our individual ads that we place all over the place. Now, you don't necessarily have to do this, but I would say that it's important because especially if you're spending money on advertising, you want to know if you're getting a result from your advertising. You want to know how many hits, how many visitors are coming to your site. You want to know how many leads you're getting or how many opt-ins on your capture page. You want to know how many sales you're getting. Okay? I mean, it just makes sense. All right? So what we want to do, and this is kind of the big picture in terms of how to predict the success of your business. Here's what we need to do. We need to find out how many visitors it takes to get one lead. And it's going to be different based on your advertising method or your advertising medium. It's going to be a very, very low percentage of people that view your website that actually click through and give you their email address and their name. Why is that? Well, a lot of the people on those traffic exchanges are just viewing your website not because they're interested, but rather because they want to get credits to advertise their business. Okay, so obviously the percentage is going to be very low there. Google AdWords or sending some easy and solo ads and things like that probably be a lot higher percentage because people that are actually going to your site and visiting your site are going there from an advertisement that basically tells them, what they want, and they want what this site is offering. So of course they want to go opt in. Okay, so the percentages for those are going to be a little bit higher. Not to say that either is better, not to say that either is, a better method of advertising, but what I do want to say is that if we just kind of jam all our ads in together into one campaign, it's going to be hard to kind of figure out what activities are creating good success in our business. I said we wanted to find out how many clicks it takes to get an action, okay, or a lead. But we're also going to want to know before that, okay, what activity it takes to get one click or one visitor, okay, to our website. So what did it actually take you to get that one? Or what did it take you to get those 10? Okay, what was the actual activity? So write this down. And you can kind of make a little flow chart with this. What activity does it take to get one visitor, okay, or one click, however you want to refer to it as? What does it take? That's a question for you. You're going to need to answer that, okay? And the only way you can answer that is by going out and advertising and then just seeing what the results are going to be, how many clicks you got from that advertising, okay? And then based on that one type of advertising, let's say, we're using Google AdWords for now. Let's say that it takes, for instance, me running ads and spending $1, okay? Let's say it takes $1, and we're just going to make this easy, to get one visitor to our website. So I might have paid $1 for the click. Somebody came to the website and they visited, okay? Or maybe it was 50 cents or something. It doesn't matter. But I'm just trying to make the math easy for us here. So let's say it took $1 to get one click on my website, okay? Because you're only paying, of course, in Google AdWords for, people that are clicking through. Now, once I know that, I'm going to have a lot of power. Okay, because I'm actually realizing exactly what activity. Remember I said that we need to find out what activity does it take to get one click or one visitor. So now I know what activity it takes. I've run that ad in Google and it cost me $1. And Google's pretty predictable, so I could probably run another ad, same ad, pay another $1, get another click. Okay, pay another $1, get another click. I could probably do that all day long. Now what we want to know, like I said off the start, was how many clicks it takes to get one action, okay, or one opt-in, one lead. How many visitors to your website is it going to take to be able to get their email and their name, okay, because that's really the key. If I know their email and their name and they're giving me their information, they're going to be directed to the sales page. Now I can follow up with them. So let's say, for instance, for every 10 visitors that come to your website, let's say 8 of them give you their email address and their name. So for every 10 people that come to the website and click and visit the website, let's say 8 of them give you their email address and their name, so opt in. And to get 10 clicks or 10 visitors, it costs me $1 per click, so it's going to cost me $10, okay, in my advertising. And again, it's going to be different everywhere. Some places are going to be free, some places are going to be 2 cents, some places are going to be $30 for a whole pile of clicks, okay, for an ad or something like that. But again, just based on the model that we have, 10 clicks for $10, 8 opt-ins. Now, what's the next number that we need to know? Well, the next number that we need to know is how many sales do I get per action, okay, or per lead. So how many leads does it take to get to 1 sale? So let's say that we get 1 sale for every 16 leads, okay? Just going to make the math easy on myself here. So for every 16 leads, let's say I get 1 member, okay, that's paid the $30, okay? So one member pays $30, 16 leads. So that now takes me, how do I get 16 leads? Well, I mean, you know, to get 8 leads, I need 10 clicks. So to get 16, which is double, I would probably need 20 clicks. Okay, so 20 clicks, 16 leads, 1 sale. How much did it cost me? It cost me $20, okay, because that's double the $10 that cost, $1 a lead, or sorry, $1 a click, $1 a visitor, so $20. Now, what this is doing is now I'm being able to track the entire process, the entire system through from the activity it takes, which is, in this case, I'm running some Google AdWords, okay, and you could base it on running your traffic exchanges, your easy and solo ads, your social marketing, it doesn't matter, as long as you're tracking the source of where those ads are being placed. I'm able to track the activity that I do, and in my mind I know what that activity is, and I can write it down if I need to being able to generate clicks or visitors to your site, to being able to have a certain number of those visitors opt in and provide us their information to become a lead, to become a prospect for our business, to being able to generate a sale and make some money, okay, and have a member come through and actually purchase the system. Hey, that's pretty cool. Because now what we've been able to do is now we've been able to take the human element out of it. Because you can actually now track and predict, based on your activity that you do, how many sales that you're going to get. Pretty cool, eh? Think about that. When I spend $20 on Google AdWords, I get 1 sale. $20 on Google AdWords, get 1 sale. $20 on Google AdWords, get 1 sale. So now what that tells me is that for every time that I spend money on Google AdWords, $20, $20, $20, $20, I should generate a sale out of it. Now, it's not going to be perfect every single time, but it should average out. Over the long run, you're going to be able to generate averages, and you're going to be able to predict even better and closer to the exact almost percentage of sales you're going to get based on the dollars that you spend in a certain medium of advertising. Now, if you don't have a tracking system like this, it's going to be pretty hard. So make sure that you use the individual campaigns to track your individual ads that you're placing in different spots, to be able to track the different types of advertising that you're doing. And if you need to, if you want to, instead of using the individual tracking links, you can set up a few different redirect links. All right, so let's go back to the stats. So now what we've been able to do is we've been able to take what activity it takes, and you can do this for every single activity individually. I would suggest you start with at least a couple, if not 3 or 4 or 5, but at least the 2 that I said off the beginning that you should be doing at least 2 of those activities, getting really good at them, tracking them individually. So now what we're able to do is we're able to actually have a kind of a thing in our mind that says, here's what I need to do to get 1 sale. Here's what I need to do to get 1 sale. Now, it's not going to be perfect, like I said, but what's going to happen is over time, it's going to become more and more reliable, because the more time, the more days that you do this, the more the averages are going to even out, that you're going to be able to see. For every $20 you spend, you get a member. $20 you spend, you get a member. Okay, now here's the cool thing that's going to happen. The next average, or the next stat that we want to track, is how many members do you need to be able to enroll one person into your network marketing business. So I don't know that number. You need to practice and you need to test it. You need to first start getting members. If you don't know how to get members, well, you need to get leads. If you don't know how to get leads, well, you need to just get visitors. To get visitors, you just need to advertise what it takes to get a visitor, right? Figure out what it takes. So when you advertise, you're going to start getting visitors, which are clicks. When you start getting lots of clicks and visitors, you're going to start getting leads or opt-ins, people coming into the site. When you start getting lots of leads and people coming into the site, you're going to get some sales. And when you start getting some sales, you're going to talk to them, you're going to get them into your network marketing business. It's like clockwork, folks. Okay, this is how I design the system to be able to work for myself and for you and for everybody that really wants to grab hold of this and plug in. Okay, and this is the coolest thing about using systems to be able to build your network marketing business, is that we're able to create these averages and ratios so that you can effectively predict what's going to happen in your business, not only today, but next week and the month after and the month after and 6 months down the road. Okay? So how many members does it take to enroll one person in your network marketing business? Well, let's say for every 5 members that you get, okay, now again, this is just an example, so I don't know. For everybody, it's going to be different. And especially this last one is going to be very different for everybody. Okay, and some of the things that will differentiate or will change the averages for different people, what they say in their ads, what kind of people they're attracting when you're moving people getting into your network marketing business and trying to sponsor them. It'll change based on your presentation of your business, based on your communication skills and things like that. It's going to be different for everybody, but here's the key. Let's just say, for instance, it takes 5 members to get one person sponsored into your MLM, okay, into your network marketing business. Now, if you know that, and over time, if you prove that, week after week, every time you get 5 elite members, you get one person in your MLM, what's going to happen is you're going to be able to go back and track what exact activity it takes to start that process to be able to enroll or to sponsor one person into your network marketing business. Okay, into your main business. So now let's do the math backwards. So one person in the network marketing business takes 5 members, okay, or 5 sales. So now what we need to do is we need to multiply 5 times 16, okay, because what we did before is we said, well, for every 16 leads we get one member, okay, and again, these numbers aren't necessarily real and just kind of making them up off the cuff here. So what that means is it's going to take actually 80 leads, 80 people opting into your website for me to be able to sponsor one person into the MLM, because I'm going to get 5 members, one person, okay, into the MLM, 80 leads. All right, I'm also going to multiply the other number. I'm going to multiply the number of clicks, which is 100 now, okay? Multiply the number of clicks by 5, which is 100. So I'm going to get 100 clicks, 100 visitors. Of those, 80 are going to opt in. Of those, 5 are going to buy. Of those, one person is going to join my network marketing business. Okay, and again, we have to actually test this. You're actually going to have to start advertising and start keeping track of these numbers. You're going to need to calculate that average out. We'll track all the other data for you. Okay, but you just have to keep track of how many people you enroll and how many people it took for you to have as members to be able to enroll them. All right, so now what we do is we take it one step further. What does it take to be able to get those members? Well, we said that our Google AdWords are costing us on average $1 a member, so it's $100. So we spend $100 on Google. We get one person into our network marketing business, and we get 5 marketing sales. Is that a good deal? Okay. And you now can be in profit very easily with the system with your network marketing business immediately. So you spend $100, get 100 clicks, get 80 leads, get 5 sales, get one person in your network marketing business. Now again, like I said, I want to put a little disclaimer on this, it's going to be different for everybody. It's based on where you advertise, how you advertise, what you say. Once you get those clicks, though, once you get those people opting in, I mean, you're going to be able to determine the percentages, and it's going to generally be the same for you. I can't give you what my averages are. I can't tell you what it is for me because I run ads differently. I run ads in different places than you. Okay? You need to just be testing against yourself. You need to be comparing against your own personal results coming through your website, and that's what's going to help you be able to track and be able to improve. Okay? Now, why did I teach you this, or why is this also important? Well, I just basically showed you how you can guarantee to be enrolling at least one person per week into your network marketing business, or even one person per day into your network marketing business. How can I guarantee that? Well, statistics don't lie. And if on average you're getting one new member join your business for every 5 members, okay, if on average that's happening in your business, all you have to do is sponsor 5 new members per day. And you can get one network marketing member per day coming into your business. And you may say, Joel, well, that's so hard. How do I do that? Well, you just have to generate 80 opt-ins a day, 80 leads a day. And you may say, well, Joel, that's so hard. I don't understand. How do I do that? Well, simple. You only need to get 100 clicks or 100 visitors to your website per day. And you may say, Joel, how do I do that? Well, how did you do that? You know, what was the activity that it took? In the example that I'm giving right now is maybe I spent $100 on Google AdWords. So to be able to get 2 members into my MLM, into my network marketing business today or this week, what do I need to do? I need to affect the only part of the process that I can affect change in. And it's not any of the sales numbers. What it is I want to affect and double the amount of activity that I'm doing, or the amount of effort that I'm putting in on the front end part of the funnel, which is going to drive more prospects or more visitors to my website. So let's say I put $200 into Google AdWords. What should happen if on average this has been happening for a number of weeks and months in my business? Well, I should get twice the number of clicks, twice the number of actions or opt-ins, twice the number of elite members, twice the number of people into my network marketing business. Now I got 2. 2 a day, or 2 a week, or 2 a month, based on your tracking. Now here's the cool thing. We can actually not only guarantee that you can enroll people every week, because you'll know your own numbers, I can also guarantee that I can show you how to double or increase the number of people you're sponsoring in your network marketing company. You just do the same process, but you do it even more, right? You increase your advertising. So what's going to happen is, you know, we can, if you track each individual advertising campaign that you set up, each different place that you advertise at, you're literally going to be able to track your results and predict your results based on your advertising as soon as you get that one sale. How do you get the one sale? But Joel, how do I get that one sale? Simple, you just advertise a lot. You get a lot of clicks, which generates a lot of leads, which generates sales. Well, what do I do? What's the activity? What's the best thing to do? There's lots of great things to do to be able to generate leads. There is no one best secret magic key you can turn, but a lot of the different things that we do are great. Well, how do I get more clicks? How do I get more people visiting my website? You do more ads. You run more advertising. But that sounds hard. Okay? It's not hard. It's simple, because I've given you basically step-by-step instructions how to do it. But yeah, it's going to take time, and it's going to be some work. And I know some people don't like to hear that, but it is going to be a little bit of work. And we got to spend our time, and we got to learn how to do it, and we got to implement it effectively. That's when you're going to get rewarded. All right? So I look forward to helping you guys next week as well. I am going to be introducing a few new more training calls and things like that to help out as well. But please just start, and you won't have ratios and averages off the start. But within the next 30 days, you should have a good idea of what your averages are to be able to get one sale. Okay, how many hits do I need? How many leads do I need? This generates a sale. And once you know that, my God, it's going to be, you can put this business completely on autopilot. You can cash your checks and you can be super excited about that because you know that next week you can do it again, because you know the specific activity that it took to be able to get those clicks or those hits on your website, those visitors on your website, which generates a lead, which generates a sale, which generates a new sponsored person in your network marketing business. Have patience with it. Start building your list. Start building your contacts. Start getting a lot of hits to your website and to your pages. And I look forward to working with you guys again next week. Have a great day, and I look forward to working with you guys again next week. Have a great day. Thanks. Bye.